but for long parts of the games they played okay, but they made some really silly decisions. So, I personally can't wait to see EHOME play though. I really like watching XM, especially, and we're obviously both big X Nova fans. So
yeah,
should be a good one. I'm looking forward to it a lot, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, XM coming from CDC, of course. CDC not holding a roster at the moment. XM also stood in for LGD at some point, and you know he's been very impressive. I think especially with this EHOME team, he's kind of come into his own. He's been a pretty strong mid. I know there are a lot of like very strong mids in the region, but he definitely like shines. You know, despite the fact that he could get overshadowed by like Somnus and Ori, he still shines. You know, he still finds a place. He still, you know, looks really good. I'm excited to see him play. James is also one of those guys, another one of those guys coming from CDC who plays really well. Like I love watching James play.
James was the guy that had the handedly best performance, I think, last OGA. Do you remember that Shadow Shaman game that he played?
Yeah. He was like the only one who played it too, right?
That was wild. That game was so cool. So James Shadow Shaman, please. Thank you very much.
But, can you guys just get that picked for us, even though Shadow Shaman never getting picked right now?
I was gonna say, even though it's never. If China aren't picking Shadow Shaman, nobody's picking Shadow Shaman.
He's got like a negative pick rate right now.
Yeah, I mean that hero's
possible.
That hero's super fun to play, but it doesn't really feel great. What are they gonna go for?
Ooh, early Drow Venge, and that's with the Doom Winter Wyvern. That's an interesting one too as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that when this Venge gets picked, you know that they're probably gonna want to pick up some like physical damage core to pair up with it, which is what the Drow is, which is why the Wyvern pick makes complete sense, right? It gives them good team fight as well, gives them good setup. So the lanes might be slightly weak potentially. I don't think Wyvern's the greatest laner. Like it's okay. Doom again, not the strongest laner necessarily. So unless it's mid, which is then obviously a completely different story.
Yeah. What was it? We saw the Doom just. What was it? Us yesterday? Every day just kind of melds into one where Doom was 3 points in a Devour and then maxed out Scorched Earth and had that value point, the early value point too, into the Infernal Blade.
Yeah, that was interesting, wasn't it? He went 1-0-1. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I mean, IG played Doom really well though. I think this got banned out against them twice yesterday. I'm pretty sure out of the 3 games. I might be wrong there.
It got played game 2. I think it got banned 1 and 3.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, this Doom pick's obviously something they're really good at. They can flex it between mid and safe lane. I'm sorry, mid and off lane. I mean, JT plays it as well. We saw Butterfly Effect play it yesterday. They're protecting their Drow pick really well at the moment as well on EHOME. Ban the Naga, ban the PL. I think they'll probably ban Spectre last as well. Would be my my go-to.
Yeah, Butterfly Effect. It was that game 2 where like he had that good start and then died like 2 or 3 times in a row, right? And then all of a sudden the Doom just didn't have a game.
Because he was building BKB, wasn't he? And then he died like 3 times in a row. All of a sudden, no impact anymore.
I worry about Butterfly Effect again falling into the same situation. Now they go Phoenix, so Phoenix could be the 3, but most likely a 4-5 with the Venge there.
Yep.
We'll see.
Wyvern against Phoenix, Ice and Fire. It's like Game of Thrones all over again. Oh my god.
Except for the last season.
Except for the last season, yeah.
Never
last
happened.
Season? Yeah.
Never happened.
What last season?
Okay.
That's not what I thought they'd go for.
Rubik Winter Wyvern support combo.
I mean, they have no egg hitter right now.
No.
Which is a big, big problem.
We've seen games like that too, where like the egg just goes uncontested.
But we should say though, Kaka's Rubik is incredibly good. We were talking about good Rubik players earlier. I feel like Kaka has to be mentioned up there because he plays incredibly well on this hero. I think him and JT between them, I think I would argue are probably IG's best players. I think whenever I watch them, they always look good.
Interesting. So this could still be an offlane Phoenix.
Could be offlane Clock. Could be offlane Venge. Like, you know the Venge Phoenix Clock are going to play 3-4-5 between them, most likely. I mean, it could be Venge mid, but I'd very much doubt it.
See what IG goes to.
Because the thing at the moment is that they don't have great gap close on EHOME, right? So they needed a way of getting onto these like heroes like the Wyvern and the Rubik in the backline.
Yeah.
And they needed like raw initiation as well, because you don't want the Venge to be the one that's initiating fights.
Okay. So that could still be an offlane puck. They banned the TA themselves. Yeah, well, they're not going with a mid at this point, but you know, I just like, I think about Butterfly Effect and I'm like, well, his best hero is TA.
What heroes do they ban out now that Drow doesn't want to play against? That also hits Egg? Maybe like Jug or Life Stealer? Yeah, there's the Life Stealer ban.
Yeah.
I mean,
it already seems pretty difficult for IG to kill this Egg at any point in the game.
Yeah, I mean, Wyvern can attack it from far away. Is that really what you want to go for?
That's about it. Like, I think Jug would be a perfect final ban for EHOME.
What do EHOME need though? They need something that scales a little bit, I think. Potentially.
Would it be okay if they went like Void Spirit mid and then just went all out aggression early?
I think you want something that scales a bit better with like raw right click damage, which is why something like the TA is really good, because you don't want to rely on the Drow to be the one that just does all the damage. I think they do ban Void Spirit. I think the only other thing is they need decent catch for the puck at the moment, but I'm surprised they banned Void Spirit when they pick puck. You know, like this hero's super good against Void Spirit. It stops him from using all his mobility.
Go to that mid silencer. What I still want to see.
You gotta stop the. Yeah, that's the Jug ban.
Yeah, that's It shouldn't be anything other than the Jug that they ban in that situation.
What do they pick? Is it Wyvern carry? Hell yeah. Maybe Alchemist last. Could be fun.
Whoa. For IG, right? Well,
Anti-mage,
both teams could pick it, right? Their control's pretty good for IG, so yeah, they could go anti-mage, yeah.
It doesn't... It's okay, I don't mind it. But EHOME have this massive window at the start of the game where this AM's going to be not very strong.
Yeah.
And Drow's really good against AM before he gets Manta. But afterwards, like as the game goes on, AM's really good against Drow. So it goes both ways.
It's that point. But we've seen like these early game pressure lineups that just overwhelm. Like we just saw it with Vici over RNG. So EHOME, this lineup hits level 6, and all of a sudden, what does IG do?
I could see them picking Ember here, potentially, on EHOME. I think they need something with catch for the AM and the puck.
Yeah, Ember would be good. One of those heroes, again, that can fight level 6. Can fight earlier, honestly. If he wants to be mobile, but you know, hit that 6 on EHOME, and all of a sudden you could just really do some damage.
Sure, they could pick Brood or something as well. Might be quite funny, but I don't know if they play it.
Get Brooded. Damn. XM Brood? Do I have to look up if he plays Brood Mother? I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look-see.
Because the problem is, I feel like they need to pick a massive hero still for their lineup, but
would Kunkka work?
It's okay. Yeah, it's not bad. It's okay.
Night Stalker. Wow.
Cool.
So yeah, level 6. This is just like
running
you central.
Where's the synergy though? Phoenix Night Stalker. This is
it's the anti-lore synergy.
Yeah.
An offlane Venge. So instead of that 3 Phoenix, it ends up being the 3 Venge.
This Night Stalker looks really strong though.
I kind of like the 3 Phoenix more than a 3 Venge, but that's just my personal take. And my personal takes are never good.
not against anti-mage. You want to play Phoenix Core when you're playing against a hero that is really susceptible to magic damage, like TBs and things. I think it's especially really good, but the Venge is a lot better as the core this game, because you want the ability to be able to fight early, so you want your Venge to be building all the like aura items and things, right?
Okay. Appreciate your insight into that. Always learning here. You know, it's a learning game for chat and me.
I hate playing core Phoenix against AM. It feels really... I've done it before, and it feels really sad, because you just don't have the same damage output because the counter spell and the magic resistance and things.
Butterfly effect on this puck, so mid puck, off lane Doom, 5 Winter Wyvern, 4 Rubik, and obviously the GGG, aka Fly anti-mage.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. Remember I said... I was so yesterday when we finished casting, I was like, you know what? I feel really good. I'm going to queue some pubs. I lost 6 in a row last night.
No.
So the dream's over.
So no percentage anymore. How many of those are double down?
Only 1.
Oh gosh.
Which, you know, it's fine. It happens.
Yeah, but
life goes on.
I don't know, man. 6 in a row last night.
Yeah. I was feeling really good after our cast yesterday as well. I was, you know, I was buzzing. I was really enjoying Dota.
What was
by the end of the day? By the end of the day, I was debating whether I wanted to wake up this morning to cast Dota because, you know,
you did show up 5 minutes to go. No, what was it? What was your percentage though? To Immortal?
I can't remember.
62 or something. Yeah,
it was like it's something really close.
Guys, hashtag pray for Mo in the chat. Gotta get him back on it.
Obviously, everybody wants to hear about the solo games, I'm sure. But
gosh, tweet at him too. Send him a get well soon card or a keep your chin up card.
Keep your chin up card.
Yeah.
What?
It's just a picture of a cat trying to do a pull up with his chin just kind of right over the bar.
Keep your chin up card. Get out of here, man.
Well, you know, that's what we do for my family. We never get birthday cards on our birthdays. We just get like cards that have nothing to do with birthdays.
Yeah.
So like 1 year for my birthday, my brothers got me a happy quinceañera card. So it was my 15th birthday apparently, even though I was turning 24. A couple years ago. They've also gotten me a congratulations on your engagement card for my birthday. Like, it's always fun, you know, keep your chin up card for your birthday.
Nice.
Hey, happy birthday, keep your chin up. Not sure what that message really sends to me, but sure, you know.
I'll send you keep your chin up card after the American debate if you like.
You would have had to send it a couple days earlier.
Yeah.
Because I needed that more tonight.
Oh dear. Yeah, something we should mention. I was just going to talk about because I saw the Betway thing come up on screen on the stream a second ago. That we haven't seen Death Prophet at all today,
and we've seen it like every game yesterday.
We haven't seen Tiny either.
Has he been banned at all?
Can't remember. I can't remember what the bans were, but the Death Prophet was like one of those heroes yesterday that had so much priority in it. This is the 3rd game today, and we just haven't seen it at all.
Yeah.
So that's, it's interesting.
We've seen some different drafts. Like, this EHOME draft is very different from what we had been kind of just, like, falling into.
Look at the mid laners, by the way. They're just lurking behind their trees.
Nobody wanting to show yet. XM. Oh, there's the ward. That has finally been placed by Butterfly Effect.
30 seconds to battle.
Does he see them? Well, he doesn't, right? Close, but he doesn't.
Oh. So I believe both wards got down cleanly.
It really surprises me that more teams don't try and check for observers, though. I think
The battle begins.
We used to see it a lot, right? Yeah, like you see Kaka doing it at the moment.
We used to see it like very, like, often every game. Like walk under the tower, try to catch the vision, right?
Mm-hmm. But people seem to have just like got a little bit savvy to it almost. Kaka's getting some battery sort of damage laid down on him here. That's a real shame for Kaka as well because he has the boots advantage over the Clockwork.
Yeah. See how Drow does in this bottom lane. Or more so how JT does in this bottom lane. XM losing that courier early.
Yeah, that's
not like the worst thing in the world early on, but we'll see how it goes.
Did he get his items off it? I assume he did. Yeah, he got the setup.
Yeah, I didn't see any items die on it.
His Night Stalker should do really well mid lane though. I mean, his only weakness is that he doesn't have any like AoE creep clearing ability to like just push lanes out. So it might get to the point in the lane where the puck just starts shoving their lane out towards the Night Stalker over and over again. But if you look at the Night Stalker in general, this game, it's a really good game for it. Like the AoE silence makes AM's game really hard because even when he gets Manta, they have kill threat onto it. Because the Manta doesn't do anything about the AoE silence. It's really good against Puck as well. It's really good against Wyvern to get onto the backline. You can try and control him up.
Is this another Ags Night Stalker game?
Depends. I feel like if they want to play this really quick tempo, which I think they're built around to do, I don't think he does want to go for that Axe. Top lane, by the way. Ooh.
See how Chalice does so far. He's 6-2. Just throwing that magic missile out on a fly. I still wish I could check what his rank was. I forgot to do that. Because I was telling you about how he was obviously, you know, the one in China for a long time, especially when he was on Keen Gaming.
Was it Nothing to Say and XM that were the two, like the 1 and 2?
It was like the 1 and 2 last season, yeah. Fly is... Sorry about that. Go on.
That's okay. I was just going to say, in this top lane as well, it's going to be much harder for them to pressure the AM when he gets level 3, because I assume he gets a point in counter spell. And then at that point, they can't really throw the Venge Stun onto him anymore. Because he just sends it straight back again. They have to try and make the most of it now.
And the Icarus dive. Trying to get this kill onto Fly. They might just take what they can get and go for Ollie. Why not?
Yeah, I don't know what that AM blink was about. I mean, the only reason the Wyvern dies though is because the AM just blinked in, right? He just went all in for it.
And if they had a stun there, he might have just been dead under the tower.
Like, normally AM does okay in lanes that he can, like, poke people at constantly and burn their mana, right? But he's playing against these two range heroes at the moment that are just poking him. So, he can't trade efficiently like he does in some lanes. So, not had the best of starts so far.
By the way, GGG, or Fly, sorry, still very much stuck in that, is ranked number 7. XM is still number 1. Feels like XM has held that 1 spot for a long time.
For ages and ages.
Yeah, right? Kind of as long as Fly had it for himself when he was with Keen Gaming. Because he was number 1 for a long time. He was number 1, I think, through his entirety with Team Serenity.
Drow, bot lane.
Ooh. Getting,
This Alpha Wolf from the Doom is owning. He hits so hard. Look at how much damage X-Nova takes.
X-Nova's like, do I commit to this?
Is under attack.
Certainly not the best feeling in the world.
It's the fact that
XM, whew, just surviving with a minuscule amount of health, never in doubt.
Yeah, never in doubt. He's fine. If you're Chalice here, I wonder if you max the Vengeance Aura, or if you max the Wave of Terror. Because I think you only want 1 point in stun. I imagine you go for the Wave of Terror max, because the strength is really good with the Night Stalker as well. unsure.
So X-Nova is
has been killed.
invis. Ooh, can he grab this courier? No. That would have been exciting to see. What's the build for an Alpha Venge right now?
It depends on the game. I mean, Venge is one of those heroes that can literally build anything, and it's always going to be okay.
Chill out.
Bot lane, S-Triple-C though.
Yeah, he ends up getting traded. Kaka didn't SCCC, but JT getting the trade.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I mean,
is under
Doom's just
attack.
level 5. Okay. Cool.
And then Kaka, since he died, goes over mid and refills the bottle of butterfly effect. But they get the kill on the Ollie.
James is in trouble as well.
And James, he's low, but I don't think he's going to die here. And they actually go on a Fly. Put a lot of damage on this anti-mage.
A prize.
Yeah, this Venge really helping out, obviously with the Vengeance Aura, giving the extra strength to the Phoenix, because Phoenix is a strength hero, so he gets that burst of HP, which is nice.
Fly.
But now Fly picks up the Ring of Health as well, so he has a lot more sustain in this lane on that AM. But, I mean, this Doom is the one that seems to be having a
Chalice is
real
in
great
trouble.
time.
Trading blows right now, though, with the
I think
anti-mage,
he
trying to
just
do what he
hits it,
can, and, well, he'll lose that battle.
He wants to kill him with the Death
the
Illusion.
illusion.
Oh, he
no,
missed the
Spirits.
spirits!
The spirits missed!
Oh, no, James.
Could have been the play of the century. XM's still looking,
He's going to
though.
go in here as well.
And now he blinked
XM's
in.
coming.
They'll go for Ollie instead. They'll get the kill on the Winter Wyvern. That's the second time that they were just like, I guess we'll kill Winter Wyvern instead. But Dark Ascension, Fly, now with the Void. He just
He's gonna keep going
will
on
try to
XM,
blink away. SCC's dead, by the way, to JT. And one more right click from XM kills off the anti-mage.
Oh, he TP's mid lane instead of going back to base.
Damage.
So he still doesn't have any mana to work with.
Both these teams outpacing what RNG had in terms of kills for the series before.
Yeah. What? That's...
So
You can't keep dropping that series again and again. You gotta let it go.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys.
Look at the level difference between the Doom and the Drow, though. Like after that kill bot lane,
Pretty
because
substantial.
they kill JT in return. Yeah, they're just gonna run at the Drow again. This is insane. Like, what does S-Triple-C do?
Yeah. Oh, good cogs. I think that keeps
X-Nova is dead for
SCC
it.
alive. That's still worth, I
Do
think.
they both die? I think JT goes for this.
Yeah, you have to go for this. Slowed up TP? No, just a multi-shot. He doesn't have a TP. It's on cooldown, so he's just dead again. Wow.
Do you remember when I said I thought JT and Kaka were possibly the two best players on this team? I look at this bot lane and I'm like,
yeah.
oh my god. They're absolutely owning.
Radiant's
Like, AM's
bottom
really
tower
struggling,
is
but this
under
Doom
attack.
can reach a point in this game where it just takes over. Like, you Doom the Night Stalker, take him out the game, and you just run at everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
He gets an Arcane Ring as well. Oh my god.
He's just going to hold that.
And does he have, like, those drums finished? I think he does, yeah.
And the thing becomes like, yeah, we talked about how this lineup at level 6 can kind of run down IG, but the slower that is for Drow, the worse this EHOME team's going to have in terms of the time here in this game.
Dire's top tower.
Yeah,
is
I mean,
under
X
attack.
have made a really good rotation top lane, though, onto the AM
Yeah.
before, right? So, and he's going to have Dark Ascension up again in a second, so he wants to keep running at the AM. I think they saw him under a ward.
They spot him, and he blinks away.
Radiant's middle tower.
I mean,
is
AIM's
under
going to go
attack.
now go bot jungle, I imagine, and try and farm down there instead or something, but feels really sad for him.
CC takes over the top lane. He's close to level 6,
Radiant
but
structures are
doesn't
fortified.
quite get it.
Dire's
And
top tower
Ollie
is under
stunned,
attack.
trying to TP out. This is going to be big for SCC because he'll get the kill on this, or at least
Yeah,
he'll
look
hope
at the
to get the
delay,
kill on
though.
this. It's a delay, but it's a kill for
Bot
SCC,
lane.
which is very big. Yeah, they've used the Dream Coil. They'll go for the kill out on X-Nova.
Radiant's bottom
Tick up the
tower
clockwork. They
is
think
under
about
attack.
TPing the Night Stalker in, but that is suicide if you make that jump.
That's a big waste of a TP. Because now what happens is the Dire can take this bot 2-1 if they want, and I actually think they can defend top. Actually, they didn't see the Night Stalker TP, did they? So maybe they can't.
They would.
Okay, they let it go. And I know I don't think they saw the Night Stalker TP. I think if they'd have seen that, they would have TP top straight away. But... Interesting that he's not going Blink on Doom next though, going for the Halberd instead, or at least what he's got queued up. Like it's a good Halberd game, but I think like is Blink BKB not just really strong still, like the normal. Ascension top.
Ascension. Kill out on Ollie. Ollie's kind of struggling there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They can find JT.
Hook shot.
They got the hook shot in, and now they're trying to get this kill. Icarus dive over. James comes in, and JT, he'll end up dying.
Yeah.
That's a kill for X-Nova, and a massive one for the side of EHOME.
That's a huge kill as well, and especially after SCCC start to the game, like he's actually finding his way back in here. Like even after the 3 deaths, he's like 3rd in net worth. And we haven't seen a huge amount from this puck though. They are going to smoke up here. Okay.
And he's got Dream Coil, and he's got a haste. So.
Quickly as I go.
Oh, this Phoenix is not who they want though.
Dream Coil, and the silence with the waning rift. Anybody coming over to help him? Not at the moment. Not gonna waste the supernova on that, and I actually like that. Sometimes you'll see like just go into the supernova, try and delay, but they can fight with this supernova soon.
If the rest of his team is Doom on Night Stalker.
Yeah, he's on the run. I think X-Nova is looking for the deny, but that's not gonna come. Fly gets the kill with the mana void. X-Nova though able to TP away.
400 gold for the AM. Thank you very much.
Yeah, my lane may have gone bad, but I'll get that kill. I'll take it every day of the week.
That was a big increase in gold for him, because he was struggling.
Yeah.
And now he's only the 2 components away from Battle Fury, so sure.
2 most expensive components.
Yeah, but, you know, even so. Double Wraithband Treads Perseverance.
Butterfly effect. He might be in trouble. Swap comes in, and he's got nowhere to go. They've got the silence on him. They'll get the kill. Ollie,
Chalice
though.
as well.
Chalice in pretty deep. Swap's taking. Look at where this supernova is. They get both Ollie and Kaka. That's very well done by EHOME.
James kills them on the same tick with the egg as well, so gets the double kill. Pretty nice for him. I hope he goes Blink on Doom here. He's got Blink BKB queued up now. He has to. Like, I don't think you can go for this Halberd anymore. He needs to be able to fight into this like Drow, Phoenix Night Stalker combo, and he can't do that without BKB. And he needs the Blink to get to the Drow as well. Oh, XM went Midas. Oh, he got an Arcane Rune off with the Midas. Midas off with the Arcane Rune. Nice.
Feels good.
That feels so good.
And look at how poor Ollie is. And look at how farm the supports are for EHOME.
Yeah. I mean, James has been getting some nice rotations off, like that double kill mid lane as well. And X-Nova's taken part in 4 kills already as well. Like, he's doing okay.
Gosh, Ollie might be dead again. Chalice coming over.
Under attack.
They've got vision on the Chalice, but I don't know if Fly really wants to attack this. They do have the Winter's Curse, so
yeah,
we'll
but
see.
They can't set up with Avenge Stun is the problem, right? Because of this counter spell. So. Oh, X-Nova.
Shot misses. Now the Magic Missile. Now the Winter's Curse. They're gonna go for this, but Chalice and X-Nova are okay, while the other side of this fight, they've got the Dark Ascension as well as the Silence out onto the Rubik.
He stole it!
They're chasing Kaka, who, with his own Dark Ascension, was flying away on his broomstick, but wasn't able to get too far out of the reach of XM, who now finds Ollie, and they've got themselves 2 on the side of EHOME.
Reminded me of when Rubik steals Firefly and just, you know, casually runs around the fight. But yeah, I mean, these pickups are so good though for the Radiant side, right? Like, but the big thing is that AM didn't die for Dire, so you know, at least their big win condition here is still having an okay time. Like Doom was still farming top as well. Like he's
Radiant's
almost got this
middle
BKB
tower is under
that he's
attack.
getting before the blink. Actually, okay.
Blink dagger for this puck.
It's smoked up on Radiant though.
3-man smoke, yeah.
It's about to turn nighttime, so yeah. I think as soon as it hits 15 minutes here, even if they don't have Dark Ascension, it doesn't matter. They'll just like
Radiant
they just
are
want to keep
scanning.
hunting and play this quick tempo.
Dire are scanning.
They scan, they won't find anything. Meanwhile, SCC. He's got the Dragonlance and the Ashley. He's going into the Manta. Like, he's really recovered and done quite well for himself. Hook shot.
Mid.
Coming through on a butterfly effect. Gets into the phase shift. They get the kill on Ollie. They've got the swap. Then the silence on Akaka. Steal swap, but he'll lose it as he loses his life soon after taking that. And the Blink Dagger for this Night Stalker, I think that's perfect for him.
Yeah, his
Have
job is
that
to
crippling
get.
fear and just get on top of the Anti-Mage.
It's not even the anti. I think his job in these fights is to get on top of the Night Stalker. Oh, sorry, not the Night Stalker, the Wyvern. I mean, and stop the Winter's Curse from coming through, because that's like the big control. Like we can turn the fight around spell that they have on IG. I love seeing like position 1 and 2 Night Stalker like this. We hardly ever get to see it, but it feels really strong sometimes. There's certain games where you just run at them non-stop and they can't really do anything.
There was a time when Night Stalker just felt like it got picked all the time, too. Oh
Yeah,
boy,
especially
everybody
position
here.
4.
Chalice is in a very far out spot. They'll go right on top and 3-shot
with a
Ollie,
DD.
basically. Chalice still doesn't end up dead just yet. Finally falls to JT, and that is the first charge on that BKB used. And look at that, XM just runs at these heroes. Goes after Butterfly Effect, who would jaunt in the illusory
He's
world,
gonna
but
keep
Blink
going,
forward,
yeah.
he goes in under a tier 3 with a tier 1 and 2 still standing.
Radiant's top tower
No
is
fear.
under attack.
AM though, still farming top. Like he's catching back up as well. Has this Battle Fury now, so he's really happy with how this game's gone in the last few minutes. Like his team aren't, but he is.
Dire's
Oh,
middle
bounty
tower
route,
is
17
under
minutes.
attack.
Thank you very much.
Dragon scale. It's always a fun one for the Doom.
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
he needs that
tower
this game
is
up
under
against the
attack.
Night Stalker Drow. Like Drow especially, you need as much extra armor as you can get, really. Let's mark some shit pierces.
Silence.
Night Stalker, KB. Oh, finds the Anti-Mage. Hey, stop the TP. Counter spell, blink away, and now the hook shot from X Nova, the combination to catch fly out.
They rush. I think.
They do have Drow right here.
Yeah, they just head in straight away. This is really good. They don't have any fire spirits now, which is unfortunate, but like with the AM dead for so long.
It's a big
Radiant's
Aegis
bottom
timing for him.
tower is under attack. Dire's top tower
This should
is under
put-
attack.
XM in front of the Doom too.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Never mind.
Immortality.
Just, you know, whatever.
I like it when it
Radiant's
happens. You
bottom
say things in
tower
cast
is
and then
under
they
attack.
immediately prove you wrong. It feels so good. And you're like, oh, never mind.
Dire's middle
He's
tower
gone
is
Drum's
under
Hood, by the way,
attack.
on the bench. So really tanky now. Lots of stats, lots of effective HP with the Hood active.
By the way, that Yules came out from James onto the Anti-Mage. Like,
top
that's how
tower is
farmed
under attack.
Phoenix is right now.
Radiant's bottom tower
Yeah, I mean,
is under attack.
He's
So much farm.
he's pretty far ahead of his counterpart in the Rubik, which is where most of the net worth difference comes from. Like this position 4 right now, it's like half of the net worth difference overall.
XM, can you farm him for just a split
Radiant's
second so I
middle
feel
tower
right
is
for
under
a
attack.
moment? Come on, man. Don't do me like that. It's going BKB. Is it going to be BKB and then Ags for XM?
No, you don't go Ags like afterwards.
Come on.
Ags is like your it's kind of like a Midas item that it helps you farm as well because you can push out waves quicker and
Radiant
things.
structures are fortified. Dire's middle
He'll
tower
go
is under
BKB then like
attack.
into
Dire's structures
I don't know, maybe
are
AC or
fortified.
something, or
Radiant
like Basher
are scanning.
potentially could be good.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
So now Hurricane Pike next for the Drow. Taking this tier 2 with no contest from IG.
Look how scared this aim is playing in the bot lane because he doesn't see the Night Stalker on the map. Like, there's nothing. He wants to go and push this wave out, yeah, but he delays it for so long.
Dire's
As soon as it hits
middle tower
daytime,
is
he's
under
fine again.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's
I mean, he's
bottom
fine
tower is
in the
under
sense
attack.
that he thinks he's fine. Dark Ascension and a blink onto him could be a problem.
This is the problem. Like, AM's really good against Drow later on in the game, but they've hit this really early, like, good early point where AM's not ready to fight yet. He has Battle Fury Yasha.
Radiant's bottom
They're
tower
just pushing
is
into a
under
tier
attack.
3.
Almost down to half HP on that tier 3 already. I think they're pushing. They're calling to push the top wave out though on EHOME, and they need to push their bot lane out as well. Fan brace for the Drow, very nice.
Has that Force Staff, just the recipe away from the Hurricane Pike, so a couple hundred gold, and he'll have the Hurricane Pike ready to go. 19-9 in favor of EHOME with a 4K lead, and we talked about how a lot of that split is, of course, the supports, but either way, man, things are working out really well for EHOME. Really well.
Yeah, they're having a great time. I mean, IG kind of they're gonna make a smoke here. They were a little bit stuck in their base there. They have to blink BKB on Doom though.
Infernal Blade, Telekinesis, everything out on X Nova,
So
but they've got
tanky,
the
though.
swap, they have the Sunray, they'll get the save for X Nova. Butterfly Effect now on the run.
Wyvern.
But you look at XM, just go to the back lines and kill the Winter Wyvern, hookshot onto a Satyr, so that's not exactly what you're looking for. But the BKB's been used, they've got the swap. And
Yeah, Ollie's buying
JT
back.
blinks afterwards, so he was able to
Oh, AM!
keep some space. Oh, Anti-Mage, they'll find him. SCCC, getting the kill on a fly. He's way far away from his team.
I think he blinked under this ward that they have on the high ground, and the Drow was like, I think he might have tried to do damage to the Drow or something, but like we said, he's not ready to fight. Yes, Yasha Battle Fury. So, if they don't get a good curse off in fights, I don't know how IG is supposed to win the fights. They didn't use Doom either. Like,
Blink Waning Rift, as well as the Infernal Blade on a Chalice, but they've got that Sunray. They'll take the tier 3, 16 seconds till the Anti-Mage is up, but even then, I don't know if he's, again, ready to fight. Right click's coming through on Akaka. He's on the run, but the multi-shot, they'll get the kill. They will go for
Good
GT.
damage.
It's so much damage. Cold Embrace, Winter's Curse. Okay, just...
sick illusion bait, hook
Hook
shot.
shot hits the Anti-Mage, and now look at this. They've got the silence. They'll get the kill again on a fly. Supernova
Hit the egg.
in between the tier 4s. I mean, that is just... I mean, that's putting down the hammer on... You guys can't do anything to us. I'm going to put the Supernova in between both your tier 4 towers.
But it's like we said as well, they don't really have any egg hitters, so they have to just run away. When I shouted hit the egg, by the way, that was sarcastic, if anybody was unsure.
Doom was used, but like that's
The
just the
Aegis.
Aegis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't... Now they don't have Curse or Doom, so EHOME are going to run at them.
Swap, stun, Waning Rift, but they still can't even kill Chalice. And they just destroy this Rubik. They're going to go for more, and they just call GG. Wow. Another sub 25-minute game.
Dude, XM played so well on this Night Stalker. That first rotation he made to top lane was crazy. Like really good, I mean. It was awesome. And Drow has this really rough start to the game, which is great, but then she TP's top, takes a tier 1, and then they don't pressure her for the rest of the game because the Doom's just farming. The Puck needs items to help deal with the Night Stalker. AM can't fight.
Wow.
So, yeah, I mean,
Very
Drow goes
good
completely
game from
untouched, hits a timing, they win the game. I felt so, like, systematic for EHOME. Like, they step to step to step, win the game.
Yeah. And that was with, like, a bump in the road, too. Like, SCC was level 5, and it felt like JT was level 7. He was really doing well in that lane. 6-2-1 for JT. It's not even like he had a bad game. Just the rest of the team just couldn't keep up, and that's what we talked about with this lineup for EHOME. It was you hit this point and then you just go, and there was no looking back. Midas from XM